Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Bruce and today I want to show you how much fun you can have with the JgPz E100. So let's dive right into pure fun of 1k slaps in the face. Let's start with pure JgPz E100 enjoyment, but before we need to talk about a new scheme of this tank. You named this tank ELFIE, but we are still missing some color on this tank. So let me give you some suggestions and please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below in order to tell me what your preferred scheme and your preferred style is. So how about this? Some nice camo and then some color on the gun and also on the tracks. How do you like it? Or how about this? Only paint, some green on the gun, some blue on the tank, and then with a nice decal, yellow tracks. Or how about this? A bit more conservative, dark color, black on the tank, and then some nice gray on the gun with this gentleman right here on top as a decal. How do you like this one? How do you like it with a bit more color, so a green gun? What about this one? Or should we make it super fancy? Some nice color, and then the 2 key maybe, so that everybody knows that we are willing to dab the 2 key in this tank. How about this? Yeah, I think I like the purple gun. However, what do you think about some 3D attachments like these ones right here? So should we put a lot of stuff onto this tank? Furthermore, before we reduce this video to pure enjoyment of 1k slaps in the face of enemy tanks, let me quickly show you why this tank is so strong and how you should exploit this strength. And by the way, this is the current style that I prefer. So a purple tank with a green gun, a very nice threatening decal, and then the 2 key at the rear indicating my teammates that I will press the 2 key on this tank, and then a spotlight and also this nice Gatling gun, always working when I take a shot or when I take damage. So, JgPz E100 in a nutshell. Very good DPM for such a high alpha gun. Lovely 1050 damage, 299mm of standard penetration, but you want to use the heat shell giving you 420mm of penetration. And keep in mind, he does not lose any penetration over distance. 0.34 dispersion is very nice, very lovely. And also the dispersion factors are not too bad for such a high alpha gun. The tank is very slow, very sluggish, it only has 6 degrees of gun depression, good armor, but we'll look into this in a second. Decent amount of HP and a lovely 390 meters of view range. Now this is the JgPz E100 against a very standard heavy tank on tier 10, the E100. With its 246mm of AP penetration. And as you can see, the upper portion of the hull and also this frontal armor right here next to the gun is basically impenetrable. Yes, the lower hull is a weak spot of this tank as well as the cupola, but the good thing starts once you angle your tank, and then as you can see, apart from this tiny portion here, this tank is impenetrable. Now, of course, if the adversary tanks load premium ammunition, then things change because frontally those sides here will be penetrable. However, the good thing about heat shells is that you can over angle your tank because of the wonderful side skirts, making this tank then impenetrable. But keep in mind, this only works with heat shells, but then this tank is once again impenetrable and you can really bait opponents in shooting your side and they will not be able to pen you. So this is how you play this tank. You slap the adversary tanks in their faces and then you angle your tank to the degree that you need in order to not allow them to penetrate your tank. So how do you want to play the JgPz E100? Well, first of all, as this tank is super slow, you want to press and hold the W key because you want to arrive where the fight takes place as soon as possible. Now, then you want to press the 2 key because you want to exploit the wonderful 420 millimeters of peak penetration, and then you simply want to slap the adversary tanks in their faces. Now, while you're doing this, you want to angle your tank when you are reloading your gun so that you do not get penetrated by the adversary tanks, and then this is how you save HP. If this does not work, then there's no problem whatsoever because you have 2200 or 2200 plus HP that you can trade, so that's not a problem. Plus you will for the most part trade positively because all of the other tanks will have a lower alpha compared to you. So as soon as you have taken a shot, you want to fall back into cover, reload your tank or angle your tank, as I said, that so that you do not get hit by those tanks. That's basically the playstyle of the JgPz E100, and this is how you will play successfully. And this actually allows for some quite aggressive gameplay, and you will see that if you move your JgPz E100 to the heavy flank, then you will notice that adversary heavy tanks will be afraid and will not make aggressive moves and will not, you know, expose themselves because they are afraid of getting slapped by you in their face. And that's the strength of the JgPz E100. You can control a flank and you can help your team to gain control, and that is exactly what we want to do. Alright, so as you can see, we are very slow tanks, so it takes quite a while, about 2 minutes until we finally arrive where we can fight alongside with our heavy tanks. There's a super super aggressive Conqueror player, instantaneously taken out by the FV215B. If you see such a tank in the team, you definitely do not want to expose your sight to this tank because he will for the most part have loaded his hash shell with about 230 millimeters of pen, but with 1750 alpha damage. So that's not what you want to do. Now with every other tank, I would wait here in this corner and then see how the game develops. But with the JgPz E100, I simply move forward, I aim in, and then unfortunately this poor little guy only has 31 HP remaining. So we take him out, and as I said, we want to continue to hold the W button in order to further advance. Because with the JgPz E100, we can make pressure. If the adversary tank is about to take a shot, then either you angle your tank to not get penned, or you simply don't care, just like I did in this situation. Now I could take a shot, unfortunately low roll. Now I'm face hugging this tank so that he cannot take a shot into my lower hull. Plus I'm angling my tank so that he has no chance whatsoever of penetrating me. I'm waggling around a little bit forward and backward so that he cannot hit my cupola, and then he has no chance whatsoever to pen me. This is what I do with the JgPz E100. And now we've already cleared the heavy flank and we need to hurry up. Now I do not want to take a shot by one sniping tank like the Gorilla or the JgPz E100, so let's wait 10 seconds until I'm not spotted anymore. And now we will discover the sniping capabilities of the JgPz E100. And the gun is actually not too bad. It is relatively precise, but you have to fully aim in this gun. Now I loaded heat shell, so this means that if I would take a shot now, the heat shell would explode while hitting the building, so not causing any damage to the Gorilla. This is why I do not take a shot. And so let's simply wait here and wait until the Badger or the M103 spots a tank. Excellent, that's what I want to see. I want to fully aim in my gun, and bam, voila. We can take out the Stritzwang, 951 damage, excellent. And let's wait here, there's a knockdown tree, so let's simply reload the gun. Here you go, there's a Gorilla. Let me see, we want to aim here so that he basically drives into my shot. Bam, and wow, that was a lucky shot, nice. An additional 1000 damage, and all of a sudden we have 2900 damage with this tank. So this is how quickly you can build up damage with the JgPz E100. So let's see what we can do. I think maybe if the Felice advances, Now looks like the Manticore is also advancing. I want to take a shot onto the T110 E4. That's what I want to do. Now maybe the M1. Here go. There's the gorilla, and let's aim in, and voila, nice, taken out. There's the Yak. There's the T110 E4. Should have taken a shot onto this tank, but yeah. Anyway, 3 kills on our side, 3.3k damage due to some low rolls, but that's fine. We simply want to reload our tank, then see what he does. He's fallen back. Unfortunately, he just moved forward again, so we did not hit the shot. The poor thing is, with this long reload, if you do not hit your shots, then of course you are in trouble due to the long reload. But let's see whether we can take another shot. So let's reload the gun, let's see what he does. Okay, bam, another 1027 damage, excellent. And can we take another shot? That's the question. 4300 damage. And as you can see, this is how easily you can win with this tank, because you can make so much pressure with this tank on the heavy lane, and that's exactly how you want to play the JgPz E100. Another nice shot, bam, 5.3k damage. And let's see, can we get another shot? So yeah, this is JgPz E100 gameplay, and this is why I like this tank so much, because you can play oh so aggressively in this tank. So can we get another shot? No, let's reload the regular shell, but he's already taken out, and we cannot get a shot onto the JgPz E100. Okay, so 5.3k damage, excellent result, and I think a good showcase of how aggressive you can play this tank. Alright, let's now enjoy ELFIE simply slapping the faces of the adversary tanks. I take a shot, but 1115 in revenge. You know, City is kind of the homeland. It's you know, it's the native country of ELFIE, so let's simply slap the adversary tanks. And yeah, nice. Alright, excellent. It's just adorable. The gun is just adorable. And the caliber is actually also really nice. Because you can do this. Nice, 1900 damage. I like it. Bam. You know what? 420 heat pen never disappoints you. Never disappoints you. A little bit of angling. Let's wait until he peeks out. And yeah, 420 heat. I like this gun. Some nice angling. Hopefully he bounces. Let us see. Oh, there are 2 tanks. Okay, so you know what? One falls back. You know what? Let's just take a shot. Oh, nice. They've fallen back. So, bam. Can we get a shot? And yeah, let's wait a little bit. Next time, bam. Let's aim for him. Let's aim for him. And bam. Nice. Right. Yeah, once again, bam, voila, taken out. Excellent. So holding the W key, that's what you want to do. Peek around the corner and voila. Let's aim in. Nice juicy target. Yeah, bam, nice. Okay, so we have reloaded the gun. Let's side scrape once again and hide the lower hull. That's what we want to do. Oh, there's a juicy target. There's a juicy target. No. Here's one. Okay, here's here you go. Here you go. Bam. Nice. I like this gun. I really like this tank and this gun. So let's hide the lower hull. Yeah, please peek around the corner, son. Please do it. Oh, that's another tank. That's the object. But let's simply wait until... Nice. Thank you so much. 998. Little low roll, ELFIE. Okay, Mr. Emil 2, maybe he thinks that we do not have an accurate enough gun, but let's prove them wrong. And voila, 1040 damage. I like it. Angling the tank, pulling out of cover, and then excellent, nice, wonderful. All right, time for another shot, and bam, we can delete this tank out of the game. So nice, that's how I want to play this tank. So yeah, gun is reloaded, and will there be another nice target? He's peeking out once again, so we can take him out. This gun feels so nice, this gun feels so nice. Right, let's wait here until somebody peeks around the corner. Those are the shots that you want to take. Nice, 1119 damage, excellent. So let's push a little bit because we want to make more damage, and nice to the side, excellent, nice. We go, hiding lower hull, and yeah, nice. Bam, it's just awesome, it is just awesome. Right, he bounces, so now we can move out, and we go, he only makes 200 damage, nice, and little cupola shot. And let's do this one, bam, and we can take him out. Let's chase him down, and nice, makes an error, and he pays for it, another wonderful shot. Right, so will there be a tank crossing? Looks like, let's just wait. Let's wait for the target, and voila, nice. Let's reload the gun a little bit. He's peeking out of cover, which is actually nice. He gets tracked, so let's put the gun towards him. Let's fully aim in, and let's delete him out of the game. This tank means pure fun in World of Tanks. Alright guys, that was it for today with the video about the best slapping in your face tank in World of Tanks. Please leave some feedback for your preferred color scheme. And finally, what do you think about the JgPz E100? Do you also adore this tank? Do you have difficulties playing it? Just leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. This really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you find this video extremely helpful, then feel free to support me via Super Thanks. This way you can make a one-time donation. You just have to click this button underneath the video. If you adore this channel and you want to consistently support me, then consider subscribing to my channel or become a member, once again with the click of a button underneath the video. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time in another World of Tanks video.